Ah, Sonic, you've seen better days. Is Lucas the Spider ready to see this trailer? Nope. And, honestly, I would say I'm not either, but at the same time, I still wanted to see, what the heck is going on. So, we've been hearing quite a bit about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I mean, I've certainly been following it. The only reason I didn't really talk much about this channel was because the only super official main thing that came out was there was that poster that came out of Sonic in silhouette, and a lot of people freaked out and thought, oh no, Sonic is gonna look absolutely scary. And then one of the YouTube channels I watched, Review Tech USA, said that there was this supposed image of what Sonic may look like. And when I saw that image, I was like, oh, please, 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 no, 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 no. And now, this trailer is coming out. I will say, to be fully transparent, because I just can't avoid some things on social media, I know what Sonic looks like, and yeah, he still looks really off. And I also saw what Jim Carrey playing Eggman slash Robotnik looks like, and honestly, I cringe every time I see, Carrie playing Eggman. So, without further ado, before I start rambling on, let's check out this trailer. By the way, I know that the YouTuber Young Yeah did a trailer reaction, and his trailer reaction got copyright claimed because of the song that was in the trailer, and for me, I mean, I have a feeling that this video might get content ID. For that, it's annoying, but but as long as my video isn't taken down or get a strike, I'll keep the video up. So we'll just have to see when it gets posted. So without further ado, I already talked for 2 straight minutes. Let's get into Sonic, the movie. 760 miles per hour. Rings on the Paramount logo. That's just so weird. And yep, Gangsta's Paradise, as expected.
Gotta go fast.
And Sonic really doesn't.
20 minutes ago, an energy surge knocked out power across the entire Pacific Northwest. This needs someone who can figure out exactly what we're dealing with.
Jim Carrey as Eggman?
Who I think you're suggesting.
We have no choice.
Are you in charge here?
Yes, I am.
Nope! Wrong. I'm in charge.
Allow me to clarify. In a sequentially ranked hierarchy based on level of critical importance, the disparity between us is too vast to quantify. Agent Stone?
The doctor thinks you're basic.
Listen, pal.
I'm sorry, Major. What was your name?
Benny. Nobody cares.
I don't know about this. I just don't know.
Meow?
Really?
Oh, come on.
Okay, pal, I want answers.
Basically, it looks like I'm gonna have to save your planet.
I just can't get into it, its design.
Oh, is that all you got?
No, but thank you for asking.
Uh-oh.
Whatever this creature is, our job is to secure it,
Seriously?
neutralize it,
Like
see
that's
what makes it tick.
that's how. I'm just trying to think, did this director look at Eggman and look at Jim Carrey and think, oh yeah, that's as close as to Jim Carrey as we're gonna get.
Look at this. I took 9 million steps today.
I mean, of course, since Sonic's super fast, he's able to take down all those missiles.
Stay in there and be quiet.
How much longer? I can't breathe in here.
Do you have your child in that bag?
No. I mean, yes, it's a child, but it's not mine. It's not your child.
That seems kind of dark.
Sandwich.
And yeah, we get a shot of Eggman looking closer to what he looks like in the Sonic game / the Sonic X cartoon. The Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon that I know that nostalgia critic Doug Walker wants to talk about. I didn't grow up with those shows. I used to know somebody in my high school that was like a super fan of those shows, but I didn't grow up with those. The one that I did grow up with was Sonic. I think it was it Sonic X or something like that? Let me just double check that. Yeah, it was the Sonic X TV series that used to air on 4Kids. 4Kids. That's like, these days when you bring up 4Kids, it's almost like kind of bringing up a swear word. But anyway, back to this trailer, and yeah, you could see Dreamcast guy, his thumbnail saying, WTF is that? Angry Joe looks really pissed off. Is this? Yeah, that's Andre the Black Nerd. He doesn't look too happy either. And just, it's such a weird trailer. I mean, it's almost like, do I even need to explain what is so, like, off with this trailer? And, yeah, now that I think about it, I've heard lots of people were complaining about Sonic's teeth, and, yeah, because they kind of went that route where, they give him, like, the individual teeth, like, just like most people, and animals for that matter, I honestly think that just cuts the thing. It's almost like what I've been saying with the Detective Pikachu trailers, where they try to make the Pokemon look really furry and look realistic, and I think it kind of cuts back to what I've been saying about that movie where, turning an animated character and trying to give it, like, very realistic features doesn't always work, and I definitely think that's the case with Sonic the Hedgehog. I will say, to give the Detective Pikachu movie credit, they do try to keep, like, even though they, add a lot of fur and texture to the characters, they do keep the overall design, like, really similar to the characters in the Pokemon games. Whereas with Sonic the Hedgehog, I don't even know, because, we think of Sonic looking more like this, how he looks in the more recent video games, or how he looks in Sonic X. With this design, I think it's that they try to make it more realistic. They try to, separate the eyes and give Sonic a more, like, realistic looking nose. And as I said, they don't want to go super cartoony. And, I don't know. I don't know if the solution should be, just make, Sonic still look, really cartoony, like what I said in a previous Detective Pikachu trailer reaction. I'm sorry to keep making that comparison, but I kind of think it fits really well, because they're both video game movies. They're centered around animal-like characters. But, I don't know. I think it's just definitely a case of, adding things like adding realistic things like, tons of fur and separating the eyes. Like, trying to do that, it just looks really, like, off-putting. Maybe not as scary as that image that Rich showed in his video, but it still looks really weird. And I don't even know what they're doing with Jim Carrey as Eggman. I think somebody speculated that maybe what's going on is, as the movie progresses, as Eggman, his appearance, it starts to kind of, I don't want to use the word, he starts to, as he gets more, sinister and evil, his appearance starts looking, much more like the video game's character. But when I'm seeing, especially based on this trailer, I think, like, what Carrey's trying to do, he's trying to play Eggman as this kind of smooth talking one-liner kind of character. I think Eggman in the video games and the TV shows, he could be very one-line character. But I don't know about playing him as this kind of this smooth talking villain. I feel like I'm just watching, Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey, which I don't know. I mean, it's weird for me to say that, because, I, as well as many people, we often associate A. Carrey with being this really, bombastic and really over-the-top actor. Like, when you look at him in movies like The Grinch, and even parts of that movie Fun with Dick and Jane. I saw that when I was in middle school. I was actually concerned that he was gonna play Eggman. Like, there's just some lines whenever Carrie delivers, it almost feels like he's playing them as himself rather than the character. Like, you might remember if you've seen Fun with Dick and Jane, there's a scene where he's singing that song, I Believe I Can Fly, on an elevator, and in one of these scenes, he literally starts going like, I believe. When he talks in that really, like, over-the-top way, it's just like, I just hear Jim Carrey, I don't hear an actor. But here, because of how witty he is, maybe I'm not hearing the bombastic Carrey, but I feel like I'm, listening to, the smooth-talking one-liner Jim Carrey, as opposed to, hearing Robotnik or Eggman. What you want to call him is up to you, but I just don't know. I appreciate that they want to go in a different direction with Eggman. Maybe make him... I think what they're doing is they're trying to make him a much more tangible sort of a villain. I guess he's like a comic book villain in a way, where at first, they go around town, looking super normal. I guess it's kind of like the Spider-Man villains, like when Willem Dafoe played Green Goblin. You know what I mean? Because, like, at first, you see him as his usual human self, but when he gets turned into a villain, that's when, it starts getting crazy. So I think this is their way of doing it, where instead of doing a thing where it's like 1 minute they just look like a normal human being, and then next thing you know, they're the supervillain. They want to go in this more gradual kind of a way, but I just don't think it works, especially when you have, like, an actor, like Jim Carrey playing him. I just, it kind of feels like a miscasting in a way. And I know that's something that I probably shouldn't... That's something that's really difficult to judge just looking on from a trailer, but I just don't think it works. I mean, I'm not in that, Jim Carrey hater camp, because, at times he could be really entertaining. Although, really, my biggest complaint about him is just more... When he gets over the top, he can be, kind of annoying at times. But in terms of this trailer, at least, I mainly just see an actor, being a silly actor as opposed to playing a character. Sometimes when, they use their typical, like, sort of traits, it melds well into the character. But I don't think it does in this case. So... I don't know, and I just thought, some of the jokes in this trailer, like, I know, like, what the kind of style of humor they're going for is they want this to be kind of an action movie, but also be a really silly, sort of action comedy at the same time. But I just thought some of the jokes were, a bit ridiculous. Like, the scene where the one guy comes in and sees Sonic. I'm wondering if people are making fun of that scene and they're like, oh, that's what I thought of Sonic when I first saw him. But, the part where he's like, meow, and it's just like, yeah, I know. So, I don't want to say that this trailer is, like, super, super awful or anything, but it's just really weird and awkward, And, I'm not saying that, Paramount and Sega should just give up on this movie and just drop it like, what happened to James Franco and Seth Rogen's The Interview. Like, okay, that is, like, beyond extreme, and, this isn't, that kind of a case where, they have to just shut it down. But in terms of, like, because I'm pretty sure, Paramount's marketing and PR team, as a social media intern myself at a magazine, I've even heard before that Paramount has heard the press of when people were freaking out and thinking, oh my god, Sonic is going to look really, really creepy. So I think they were aware that people were very shaky about this film. So you would have thought that, they would have made, a more convincing trailer. Although, to be fair, if the movie is going to be as silly as it appears in this trailer, that's going to be really hard to market. So, I mean, I don't want to say this is, like, the worst trailer I've ever seen. Like, I've watched much worse trailers for this channel, like when I saw that Teen Titans Go to the Movies trailer, I freaking screamed when I saw that trailer. It was just so stupid. Whereas this isn't a stupid trailer. This is just really awkward. And Yeah, so I don't know. So I'm very skeptical about this movie. I think the only thing that's gonna like help me be more convinced about this film is, more trailers come out. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll have some more jokes that are much more funny. I mean, obviously they don't want to give the whole thing away. Like, I hope they don't do a thing where like the next trailer is just, dealing with bald Eggman or that sort of a thing. What the heck? Marshmallow? I mean, mushrooms. I confused marshmallows and mushrooms. But, I kind of thought this trailer was really awkward. If you liked it yourself, much more power to you. Although I imagine this trailer is polarizing a lot of Sonic fans, because a lot of the opinions I hear about this trailer are, oh my god, this is so bad. And I'm not quite in that camp. I just think it's a really awkward trailer, because I feel like you're gonna have like both Sonic defenders who are like, hey, come on, this could still be fun, but then you're gonna have like purist fans who, some might even be even more like angry than I am and say things like, oh my god, this is not like, Sonic, this is not, what should happen, this is stupid, Paramount and Sega, what are you doing? But, I mean, I can't quite say I'm in that camp, because I don't think it's like a horrible trailer per se, it's just really awkward. But please leave your thoughts down below. If you like the trailer yourself, don't be shy to say it. I always like hearing opinions from, all angles possible. I think that's one of the cool things about the internet. As toxic and weird a place the internet can be, it's a place where you have the right to your own opinion, whether it's for a movie or, anything else. So, alright guys, so please post your thoughts down below on the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer. I do realize, I'm not using this poll as things for, like, scientific accuracy or something like that, but I put up a poll today on my Twitter page, and as of right now, me recording this video, people are kind of meh on this trailer. They're not, yes, there's a good amount of people who are angry, some even, really like the trailer, but just please post your thoughts down below. This has been Blood Moon Bobby, and thank you guys for watching. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this Blood Moon Bobby video. Like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and feel free to leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell to get notified when I release my latest videos. Follow me at Blood Moon Bobby on your favorite social media platforms to take part in polls, see my tech tips, and to hear about my video plans. Thanks for watching.